Even if you never saw The Jersey Shore, you know who Snooki or The Situation are. This reality show was a major hit, mainly because, unlike other shows out there that claim to be real, this one was. I mean, there was a producer, but they just put a bunch of horny young adults at the beach house and hope for the best. And my god, it was the best. There are so many episodes I remember. Usually they involve fist fighting, but one that is engraved in my brain and in a lot of people's minds is the one where the house completely broke apart and could never recover. Infidelities, betrayal, cover-ups, secrets, but most notable, a toxic personality that was weirdly normalized and compromised someone else's self-esteem. This is the story of The Letter. As in every video, the links are going to be in the description so you can check them out, unadulterated by my opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like, it really helps. On August 26 of 2010, The Jersey Shore presented Season 2, Episode 5 called The Letter. For that, we need a small recap. In Season 1, Sammi and Ron started dating, but Ron was a cheater that flirted with everything that moved. Plus, both of them could not stop fighting about the littlest things. That continued in Season 2, where after the trillion fight with Sammi, Ron stayed in the club where he made out with several women and asked for their number. Snooki and JWoww were sick of this game Ron was playing and wanted to tell Sammi everything that was happening behind her back, but at the same time, Ron was their friend as well, not to mention the issue of Sammi being disturbingly blinded by love. They wanted to talk, but they just didn't know how to do it. So the next day, while the girls were at work, they devised a plan. What if they write Sam a note telling her everything that happened, but using elegant words, so Sam thinks someone else in the production wrote it. Brilliant. So they crafted a letter containing sensible material that may end a relationship and possibly their friendship as well.
Sam, the first night at bed when you left, Ron made out with 2 girls and put his head in between a cocktail waitress's breasts. Also was grinding with multiple fat women. Multiple people in the house know. Therefore, you should know the truth.
The key word here is therefore, but only because it was so highbrow, nobody thought the girls would even know how to use it in a sentence. The girls typed, printed, and put the note on Sammy's bedroom, hoping for the best. I don't know what they were expecting. Maybe they really thought Sam and Ron would think it was someone from production meddling in their lives. Well, Sam found the note, and after reading it, she was devastated. There was a confrontation incoming. Everyone in the house was in danger. Except for Ron. She didn't talk to Ron. Everyone denied writing the letter or had anything to do with it, but they agreed the content of it was true. Ron found out about this whole thing while talking to the boys, so he was the one who asked Sammi to see what was written about him. This whole ordeal bled the entire season, where the culmination was a bitch fight in the kitchen between Sam and JWoww. Sam forgave Ron because the girls were right. She was disturbingly blinded by love. So the letter ended the girls' friendship for good. Sam returned to Season 3 and it was awkward because in many of these shows there's a reunion where they play clips of what happened in previous episodes. So Sam could see Ron grinding and kissing random women, and she could also see the girls at a cyber cafe writing the damn note. This was not backstabbing, but a full-on ninja attack. Every place she turned, there was a knife with her name on it. Seeing Sam dealing with the aftermath while forgiving Ron was really difficult. She was not having fun at all. Sammi truly suffered. If you watch the episodes, the Sam that we met was gone. She left the show in the middle of the season and never came back. There was a spin-off of The Jersey Shore where all of them returned, but Sam. We learned that 90% of them grew up, had families, steady jobs, and were mature at remembering past conflicts. And the 10% was Ron, an alcoholic who had a toxic relationship with his on and off girlfriend and mother of his kid. Toxic as in, she was arrested for domestic violence once, and Ron was arrested twice for the same thing. They finally broke up and he met someone else, but he later was arrested again for domestic violence. They broke up as well. I don't know about his past, but there are some deep-rooted issues there because these patterns speak for themselves. What we saw with Sam, the other two ladies experienced. Who knows about the previous partners? But let's have a conversation about deciding what to do if you were in Nicole and Jenny's shoes. They thought detaching themselves would be the best outcome and everyone will still be friends with everybody. And let me tell you that back in the day, I was on the girl's side. But now that I'm older, I feel so bad for Sammi. I cannot believe she endured all of this. She is strong because, man, the betrayal from basically everyone in the house must have felt awful. Put yourself in her shoes. You fall in love with someone who you have so much chemistry with. This person makes you feel like a teenager. They are pieces of shit to you. But then they are the best partners you could ever experience. But then they are pieces of shit again. But then they make everything alright. You are bewitched. More than that, you are being manipulated. If you really check the episodes, Sammi stopped hanging out with the guys just to be with Ron. But behind her back, Ron will hang out with everybody plus some other girls. He was kind of separating Sam from the rest. He wanted her all to himself, but she couldn't have a life of her own without him. To me, this sensible information is best to say it in person. But let's be real, the girls were gonna lose Sam no matter if they decided to speak one-on-one, write the letter, or whatever other option there was. Ron had Sam wrapped around his finger, and Sam, because she was spending so much time with Ron, felt like she was completely alone in this. Her best outcome was to forgive Ron, or else she would be lonely. Even if she started season 1 as an independent adult, everything changed. Ron left the Jersey Shore family vacation in 2021 to work on his personal issues. And Sam, after a hiatus of like 10 years, decided to come back to the show. It will be interesting to see if these two will interact with each other and what's gonna happen. As far as I know, Ron is actively working on some mental issues he's been battling for quite a while. Extremely commendable. And because everyone in the house have gigantic personalities, there will be conflicts. But they are all in their late 30s, some of them have kids, so they are more mature and patient for sure. The fact that Sam wanted to come back speaks volumes. I'm sure it took her a lot to forgive and forget. Hopefully she enjoys her stay and they can all revive a friendship that captivated millions all over the world. Before you leave, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it or a thumbs down if you didn't, and tell me why in the comments. And now that you're here, subscribe to the channel. You are more than welcome here. Thank you for watching.